your glasses ready. Don't put them on yet, but just have them in your hand because we're about to return to Skull Island.
Interesting that text when the boat splashed down, she turned her attention to the water to see that a water animal was approaching. Now she's watching the perimeter. So this is a very unique setting for a velociraptor. We want to acclimate her to this kind of setting, show her that people are friendly, that maybe we could work together. What kind of jobs do you think a dinosaur could help us with if we were able to work together?
And there, of course, is the Jurassic World gyrosphere. Now, you might notice the glass is missing over the front of it, right? But in reality, it was never there to begin with. Glass, it's a very reflective surface, so you're always going to get the camera in the reflection. We don't want that, so we leave it out. And when the filming is done, we enter post-production. That's when our editors come in and work their magic with CGI or computer-generated imagery. That's when they'll put the glass on in post-Jurassic Park Trilogy. I definitely want to point out a vehicle coming up on the left you'll recognize from the second film, The Lost World Jurassic Park, starring Vince Vaughn, Julianne Moore, Jeff Goldblum. I am, of course, talking about our mobile lab, which looks pretty heavy-duty, but in actuality, it's primarily made out of wood and then painted to look like metal. Cheaper to produce, easier to move around, just like the cages, which I didn't think was the best idea when housing our now missing dinosaurs. Yeah. Okay, nothing to worry about. They got cast into new comedies. They're probably off shooting that. I heard they're really talented. Yeah, oh, there they are now. They want to show you their spit takes. Give them a round of applause. Nobody want to throw me a bone? Okay, if you don't, there's some on your left. Anywho, I talked about the mobile lab, but I actually want to show you a scene from the movie involving that iconic vehicle. So, we got Jeff Goldblum, of course. Now, this is only in one of our sound stages as it's making its way precariously towards the edge of the cliff. There's our T-Rex, another one of the stars, of course. But believe it or not, right there, that's one of our parking garages. They lifted the mobile lab up via crane and dangled it off the edge of our parking garage, and then our greens department came in. Storm, we need to go ahead and cue that lightning and cue the thunder. Now, the lightning is actually brought to us by strobes tucked away on top of these buildings. And our thunder, there it is now, lovely, is usually saved for post-production, so it doesn't disrupt the actors' lines. But for today's purposes, we thought it would be just perfect. So, I could see the light to us with some of the most high-tech equipment in the industry, known as sprinklers. Now, if you've heard of them, they actually shoot water right up into the air, and gravity does the rest of the work, bringing it back down to Earth with that natural look to it. And we have to use a lot of water, so it appears on screen properly. It even has to be lit properly from behind, also you get that perfect shot. I think you get the gist, so Annette can go ahead and cut the water. Okay, so it's not working. Yeah, all the water is now coming. If you're in a blue seat, you might get wet. I'll save you some time. They're all blue. Hang on, it's a flash flood! My goodness. Does anyone recognize this?